Welcome to the Sleevie G Show. I'm the host for you most. My name is Gomez, and today I do have a special guest. And he is a West Coast guy with a flair of music, let's say. Please welcome Juliusdutt. Welcome, Julius. How are you today?
Good. I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you for coming on the show, man. How are you?
Good. I've been watching all the shows today. All the shows on YouTube.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you, man. It means a lot to me and the other guys who do watch. I really appreciate you taking the time out to look at the shows.
Yeah.
Now, Julius, you started music. Now, you do your own music. Now, how did you fall in love with music? Let's start with that question first.
Um it was like Justin Bieber inspired me to believe in myself, and I put in the hard work of last year, and I put the song out this year, and that's how I started writing music.
Okay. Now, how did Justin Bieber inspire you? Like, in what way? Like, I know everyone's got something. Like, was it a song? Was it something he said? Or everyone has a little bit of difference when it comes to that.
Yeah, the song Believe in Yourself. Like I lost my mom in the pandemic, and
Oh,
it
I'm
was
sorry.
she passed away of COVID, and it was hard for me to open up to more people, and music really got me with music.
All right. Well, I'm sorry about your mom. My condolences to you and your family. I know it's not easy. Um, I lost my dad a long time ago, but I was young. I was 21. So I have that knowledge of how it feels. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Now,
miss her every day. I
yeah,
miss her every day.
I bet I miss my dad to this day. You know what I mean? It's been a long time, but I know how that feels though.
Yeah.
But you got a good, loving, supporting family that's got your back, and and you got music that's helping you. Now, how did you start with your music first? Did you start writing on your own a little bit, or were you not locking down some beats first? Like,
I was like thinking in my head what to write, and I only put the ideas on my phone on the notes.
mhm.
I made the beats by myself, and I put that together.
Nice. Now, are you using like with a laptop, or did you get something like a mixer or something?
I use it on my iPhone.
Oh, your iPhone. So you do everything through the phone.
Yeah, I
Oh,
wanted
nice.
to save money too. Studio costs a lot of money to rent a studio, and I save money from writing music.
Okay. See, that's interesting because, again, a lot of people don't realize how it is to get studio time. Studio time is hard.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not the easiest thing to do. Um, it's it's a lot of money. Yeah, it is. It's not cheap. That's for sure. Oh,
yeah. I don't want to sign with anybody too. My sister told me not to sign with anybody. They will use you for like money. They won't pay you that much, and they will like use you for money.
well, it's just about almost anybody, but that's not all true, though. I mean, I just recently just signed on a network myself. You know what I mean? I'm with now Unfiltered Studios, and I have the rights to all my stuff. You know what I mean? So if you find the right stuff, agent, studio, they're not the publicity. They're going to give you the publicity you need. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, like where I'm at now, Unfiltered Studios. I literally just this happened the last Friday.
Wow.
So I it was there's a couple podcasters. They talked. They said we love what I do, and invited me, and I got in. And then follow the rules, though. You know what I mean? Can't be disrepresenting them. You can't be doing stuff like that. So stuff like that does mean a lot. You know what I mean? So I understand where your sisters come from because there are some people who can do that.
Yeah.
Um, who will use you because of your talents and stuff. But then where I'm at, it's not one of the bigger companies; it's a very small one. But I'm more comfortable where I'm at. So you got to be on your comfortability level.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, Recently, I know you're out in Las Vegas. I got to see some of your pictures on Instagram. Now you're a huge, I see Las Vegas Knights fan.
Yes, they're playing today on the
Yes.
home game.
Yep. They are playing. Well, from the East Coast, so I'm a New York Rangers fan. So
Yeah, I heard on the like in the videos. I
yeah,
heard.
I am a diehard Rangers fan, so it's kind of hard. But congratulations to the Las Vegas Knights; they do deserve it. They had. I was just watching it today. Actually, they were showing on YouTube their championship rings, and
Yeah,
I was just watching Jack Eichel with his hand, and the ring literally, I felt like covered a good chunk of his fingers right here, man.
I saw him last week. I went to the practice. He's my favorite player. I went to the practice to check
Oh,
them out,
nice.
and all they kept everybody from like last season.
Yeah, pretty much.
It was insane. New players too. They put some new players.
They put new players, but Jack Eichel was a good pickup for the Knights. I'll tell you, it was a hard one because I know it was between it was kind of funny. He was bouncing between the New York Rangers and the Las Vegas Knights to see what team he picked.
I was like I didn't want him to get signed with any else team. I wanted him to stay here. He's
Mhm.
a good player and saw him at practice last week.
That's great. And it's again hockey season. You got also the Las Vegas Raiders. Are you a big Raider fan too out there?
Yes, they're not doing that good. We only won yesterday. We only have to catch up with like we lost like 3 games. We only
Mm-hmm.
have to catch up with the
Oh,
game.
listen, your team won more games than my team. I'm a New York Giants fan, so I'm struggling right now.
Yeah,
It's hard. It's difficult to watch football right now, but I'm still doing it. I still love my team no matter what they do.
yeah. It was that game was like freaking me out. Like with Green Bay, I'm not a big fan of Green Bay, and they get me nervous in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I actually I not actually I was tired. I fell asleep at the fourth quarter, so I woke up with the surprise that Vegas won. So I was really excited for them because I was like I used to call I still to me they're still the LA Raiders. I'm not used to calling them Vegas Raiders. I still know them as LA.
And the Golden Knights was at the Raiders game last
This
night.
I saw that. So they had the Stanley Cup there, raised up the championship, and turn on the huge light up there, which was really cool.
I wanted to go, it's only tickets are really expensive.
Oh, they're don't worry, they're expensive as hell over here too. Nothing's cheap, especially I live from New York City about 30 minutes.
Wow.
So to go to Madison Square Garden, to go to MetLife Stadium, it's Red Bull Stadium. It's not cheap. You know what I mean? Tickets in
Yeah,
these tickets in this area, it's you got to pay for an arm and a leg.
I get tickets for free for every home game,
Oh,
um,
nice.
for all the sports. I went to the Las Vegas Aces. They are girls basketball, and I went to their first game last year.
Oh, nice. That'd be a lot of fun.
It was insane. It was like really insane seeing girls basketball in Vegas.
I actually had not too long ago. I had Jordan, who is a former NCAA player out in I think it was in Nevada, but she was up north, and she played for the WNBA.
Wow.
And she actually now is as I called her, the president and the CEO of Elevated Closet, because what she caters to is to tall women, tall ladies. You know what I mean? She was 6'4", so clothes were always hard for her and stuff like that. So she actually designed a line
Yeah,
for tall ladies.
yeah.
So now, musically wise, besides Justin Bieber, is there anybody else who gave you more interest in music? Is it just him, or is it other people that you really?
Other people, Olivia Enrico, she's a new artist, and I really like her so much.
Mhm.
I heard her first song Driver and I felt like don't give up on dating.
Mhm.
I dated a lot of girls and perfect it didn't it didn't like work out. It
Okay.
didn't work out.
No, it's not easy. It took me a long time to find my wife. Trust me.
Yeah.
I went on. I got lucky and I found her.
Yeah.
You know.
She's 20. Olivia Enrico's 20, and I've been trying to reach out to her. She been like ignoring me, and I want her to like remember me.
Don't forget. It's hard to talk to some of these people. Like, trust me, I've been trying to get a couple big names to come on my show.
Yeah,
They're not ignoring you. You keep emailing, you keep emailing, you keep sending them messages either on Instagram or Twitter, or now they call it X. You'll get an answer sooner or later.
yeah,
Um, I'm still emailing people every day just to hopefully get a big name to come on my show. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Um, like I give anything to for me, Eli Manning to come on my show because I was a huge Eli Manning fan from the New York Giants quarterback, retired quarterback, soon Hall
yeah.
of Famer. So
I don't want. I watched that video on YouTube. I
mhm,
watched that video on YouTube. That was like insane.
for me, that would be a total honor and a total dream to get him on the show. You know what I mean? Um, I've had some local celebrities in New Jersey, which is great. Which I have made some great connections and great people, and soon it'll happen to you soon. You know what I mean? It just got to keep working the connections. Best advice on that, you got to remember it's not a race, it's a marathon.
Yeah,
you know you
that's true.
you got to keep working, you got to keep working, and someone reminded me about that not too long ago. you know
Yeah.
because I started this in January of this year, my personal podcast. I was with another one last year. So when we had to take a break because we're both married with children, his children are a lot older, mine are a lot younger, and the time differential really hurt us. So we just decided to do our own side project, something we wanted to do, and we're both succeeding. And the one thing we said we do miss is just the camaraderie. You know what I mean? Having fun. But I said we are having fun, but we always give nods to each other. Like I remember him telling you, it's just not a race; it's a marathon. You got to race it, but race it at your pace. You'll find the connections. He got signed to a bigger podcast station. I got signed to a smaller one, which is fine. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's just getting the right connections. That's what it comes down to. Now, now everyone has categories. Are you more like? Do you like more hip hop, more pop? What's your flavor when it comes to music?
Pop. I
Pop.
really love pop. Like we have new artists and old artists, and
Mm,
I love the music. I really love pop so much.
okay. Besides Justin and the young lady, Miss oh God, I can't even pronounce her name right today.
Olivia,
Thank
Olivia.
you, Olivia Rico. Thank you. I'm bad when it comes to names. I know who you're talking about because I saw her on MTV this year at the VMAs, watching the show. You know what I mean? At home. Um, is there any other artists you would like to try to connect with?
Um, that's hard. Maybe like Taylor Swift
Ooh,
or
that's a tall order to deal with. Yeah, that's a hard one.
Post Malone. Maybe Post Malone.
Post Malone, that's a good one. He's a good hip hop slash pop artist, so that would be a good one to get
Yeah,
involved with.
yeah.
Now, when did you decide to put your stuff on YouTube? I guess is the next question.
Uh, I think like last year. I think like in January, I think. I'm not really sure.
Okay, so about a year ago, you're saying roughly, you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
I,
Now,
my first song, sorry to interrupt
no,
you.
no, no, it's okay.
My first song was I Got the Juice and that song like blowed up on YouTube,
Hmm.
and it was really shocking. I kind of doubt myself on that first song. I
Hmm.
thought people won't like me. I'm like special ed, and I didn't want people to like judge me with that song. And
Shouldn't be
people,
judged at all.
yeah,
I mean, my wife, if you don't mind, I actually will speak about that because my wife is a special ed teacher.
yeah,
So she deals with the younger children, but it shouldn't stop you not to have your dreams and your aspirations and your inspirations on that. You're doing it, and that's something you should be really applauded for because it's showing that no matter what you are, what you're doing what you love,
yep.
and
That's yeah.
I mean that's incredible, man, for doing that, Julius. I'll be honest with you, and I gotta say, you're gonna do a hell of a job, and you're gonna keep doing a great job. People will notice soon.
Yeah, really notice. Yeah.
They will. It takes time though, man. Think about it. You know what I mean? Because I saw you got like over 600 followers, man. I only got 60,
I
so
was
it's
doing crazy.
like,
I have Snapchat. All my Snapchat people like got me into that and been advertising a lot.
mhm.
And that's how I got to that number.
Yeah, and I'm learning now more and more as I advertise more and more every day. You know what I mean? Like I'll do my 1 day pop-ups, say check out the show. You know what I mean? Like after we're done, I will hit had another great recording tonight, and I'll tag you on it tonight. You know what I mean? Um, so things like that takes time, and you gotta keep pushing forward no matter what. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You'll have your good days. You're gonna have really bad days. You're gonna have really great days. There's days I'm like, wow, why am I still doing this? But then, excuse me, I realize why I do it because I love it. You know, this is not a second job to me. This is something I love to do, and it gives people not just like you, but other people who actually genuinely have problems, too. You know what I mean? It gives everybody a voice. I had a good friend of mine. Her child is autistic, and she came on the show. And it's hard. It's her son. Her son's like 6 years old. You know what I mean? So learning more about it prevents awareness. You know, one of my other friends, Kevin, he truly was doing great, but then boom, he fell off the wagon and he fell all the way down to the ground where he lost his marriage and stuff like that. And he picked himself up again and he's doing unbelievable stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, wow. That's really crazy.
Yeah. I mean, things happen for a reason, Julius. One thing I've learned, you keep pushing, you keep working, you're going to do really good stuff. I just hope, you keep pushing, you keep bothering Olivia, you keep not bothering, you keep hitting them up. Justin, hey, you never know. Taylor Swift could be on your next song. You never know.
That's true.
But you're gonna have to deal with her big boyfriend from Kansas City Chiefs. You're gonna you're gonna have to deal with that guy, and I'm not dealing with that one. He's too big for me.
I'm not going to flirt. I'm not going to flirt. Only say hi
No,
and
I know. I'm only teasing. I'm only teasing, but gotta joke around a little bit. You know what I mean?
yeah, she's not my type. She's not my type. Olivia Amigo is my type.
Okay. Well, that's a good thing. So Taylor will hopefully Taylor hears this show and she'll actually reach out to you. Hopefully one day. You never know.
That would be insane. That
I
would
mean,
be that.
I had a great example earlier this year. I think it was episode 4. My friend Christina Bear. She's a local celebrity in New Jersey. And I asked her if you were able to interview one person that you have not interviewed. She told me Lady Gaga. So you know what? I tagged Lady Gaga, and she didn't hear anything yet from her, but I kept pushing. You know what I mean? I kept tagging. I'll keep doing just like this. I'll tag Taylor, Olivia, and Justin. You never know.
Mm,
They might see this and like, wow, we got to give him a shot.
yeah.
So do you have music wise, now I'm gonna go back to music a little bit. What do you have anything coming out soon, or are you doing something new anytime soon?
Not sure. Only like giving myself a break
Okay,
is a post on YouTube like one video every month. Only
okay,
take a break from like the music.
just
Like
for a
the
little bit.
yeah. I don't wanna make myself stress or pressure.
No, I got you. I know how it is. Trust me. I I deal with my own show every week, so every day. So it's not easy because and if I could give you a little bit of advice for keeping up with stuff, you know what I mean. I one thing I do is it's kind of funny. I got to look at it. Is I have my own little calendar book here,
Right.
and I have highlights and stuff like that. And today I have you making sure I was on time. You know what I mean? Um,
Yeah, I texted you.
with things to do, reminders of picking up my daughter from dance class tomorrow, and stuff like that, and releases because everyone wants to know when I release a show. So I record ahead of time. So when we
Yeah.
do this will be coming out probably, I'm going to say the first week of November, right around that time.
Yeah.
So it'll be like the,
Oh, the one from yesterday came out last night. It
mhm.
came out last night, and that's how I watched it last night on YouTube.
Yeah, the one with Luke.
Yeah, that was a really oppressing. He did like he have like addiction.
Hmm.
I listened to it and I was in shock. He was like forgot what did.
He did cocaine and others, but his habit of choice was cocaine at that time. Luke is now clean and sober for a year and now over a little over a month now. I'll be actually, yeah, a little over a month now, a year and a month. He got his 365-day chip in September, right around the time we recorded, which was kind of cool.
Yeah,
Um, he's an entrepreneur. He is doing his own clothing company. I reached out to them and to see how they're doing. He actually, his girlfriend Brandy, I interviewed her prior to him coming on the show, and they were asking me about podcasting, like they're thinking about doing it and to spread the love and show them, show their clothing line. I said you should do it. It's like, oh, if we do it, would you come on? I'm like, of course I would on a heartbeat. Yeah.
like,
I always love special guesting on shows because it's fun. For me, it's a twist. I get to hang out a little bit. You know what I mean?
yeah. With that other question, with the like what I'm been up to, I
Hmm.
told my friend Nico told
Hmm.
me like take a break every time you do a video and to like not rush it, to not rush the video and lose your subscribers. You lose,
Yeah, and that's actually a good choice because you can lose subscribers. Like right now, it's kind of funny. I'm actually seeing where I'm at. So right now, I have 60 subscribers, which is for me is huge. You know what I mean? I started this on my own.
yeah,
So to get 60 subscribers on my own, no help, nobody, I'm not saying no help. I shouldn't say that. I've gotten help from other podcasters sharing my posts, my stuff. Um, you know, I got verified on Instagram now this year. So stuff like that's pretty cool, you know what I mean?
yeah. I hang out with my friend Nico. Well,
Hmm.
me and him went to the same school. We both went to school in high school, and we hang out like all the time.
And that's the best thing to have. Always have your best friend around.
Yeah, he's the only friend I have, and my sisters too.
Okay. I mean, you'll have more, trust me.
Yeah,
Sometimes what is it? Small is the best way of going sometimes. Have a huge entourage and you lose sight of a lot of things.
yeah. I'm 23. You wanted to know my age.
Okay.
I'm 23. I only just turned 23 in April.
Well, happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
No problem. I'm actually 43. I'm turning 44 in 2 months in December.
Yeah.
So, um, Now, now you're taking a break. Now, when you're taking a break at your time right now, like you're waiting for the next video, are you thinking of lyrics next for your next song? Like, what do you,
Uh,
like once in
the
a
next,
blue moon?
the next song will be like bring people together.
Okay.
Like we have a lot of fighting going on in the world, and we need like everybody to come together and get along. Like we have a bunch of fighting every year, and
Mm.
nobody's coming together. Everybody's judging.
Oh yeah, well, you're telling me. I know. I've seen it. I mean, right now we have the war going on in Israel too, so it's another bad thing going on in the world.
We did have one last year too with Russia and Ukraine.
Right. Yep.
I made a song for that. I have friends on both sides, and I like felt bad from the war, and that's how I wrote music for that two countries.
Mhm, yeah, and I have a feeling you're gonna do more. Like I say, you're gonna really do a lot of good, Julius. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So um, now that I mean, for me to tell you, you're established on YouTube, buddy. You know what I mean? On Instagram, you're very well established, which is a good thing. You know what I
I have
mean?
5 Instagrams. I have five.
Oh wow, five. I got one. One's enough for me. Just
Yeah.
one thing I will say is don't lose focus, man. You know, the dreams, they do happen. Sometimes it takes a lot longer than expected, but if you keep at it, man, you're gonna do really good in the world.
Yep. I only want to make a change, and my music's like love and peace, and I only want other new crowds to feel that energy, and give them new music every time.
And that's the best way of doing things, man. That is the best way. And as followers, they're gonna hear it, man. Little by little, someone's gonna catch on to your stuff, and boom, you never know. You'll be superstarring at the
Yeah.
iHeartRadio show. You never know.
And on the phone, I put the song and the like sound together
Hmm.
and made it like a video on my
Hmm.
phone. That's how I did my three videos.
Okay.
Let the Jews go power and stop Russia. I don't know
Hmm.
you saw all that.
Yeah, actually, I did. I have seen them before. So
Yeah, that's the three videos I worked on like a video. Trying to do the rest.
yeah, and that it shows, you know what I mean? But it also shows that you're doing the work. You're putting in the work time.
Yeah.
So
I,
that's like
I don't work. I don't work. I don't have like a job, and music's like my work.
right.
Music work, like how I work on new stuff.
Hmm. And that's
Yeah.
the best way of doing it, though. It's like for me, I work during the day and then I do this at night. So everyone's always like, "Hey, why do you do things at late at night?" Because I got a job for real, and then I have responsibilities. You know what I mean? So I have to do this at night, and it's for me, it's an amazing thing when I can get if I can get on earlier, I can do it, but it all depends on work schedules.
Yeah. I'm doing another podcast and maybe in LA. He's trying to save up for money.
Mm.
He called him last week and I told him about this podcast. And he said he's trying to do a podcast on his own. His father was in the game
Oh wow,
and wants to bring like famous people to his podcast. And he asked me, do I want to be in this podcast? He's like sets it up
that's awesome, man. I
in
really
LA.
LA is a huge market, so that would be great for you.
Yeah.
Like here in New York, I'm in New Jersey, but I have the New York syndicate over here. You know what I mean? So that you're working the both sides of East Coast and West Coast.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing.
He
But
might be watching right now. I don't know if he's watching. His name is Guy.
well, I'm
Only
not. I'm recording live between us. I don't put this out till a little later time,
yeah.
so I don't know.
I kind of send the link to him. I
Oh,
don't. Yeah.
I don't know if he's in here. I didn't see anybody in here. Just you and me.
Oh, okay.
so he probably didn't realize it. But he'll see the show, man.
Yeah.
Now, as we're getting close to the end, I gotta ask this question: if you say you make it superstar, and what's the one thing you want? Like, do you want the Grammy, or you want the lifestyle? Like, what's the first thing you think you're gonna end up doing? Like, if you make it huge?
Going on tour everywhere. I like
Okay.
tour everywhere in the whole world, and it's like I wanna travel. I wanna travel to other parts of the United States and the world,
And that's the best way of doing it. Going around the world is always a good thing.
and maybe win a Grammy. I get that luck.
Never know. It might happen, right?
Yeah.
Now, towards now, as we're getting close, now, Julius, the one thing I'm going to ask is let everybody know where they could find you. You know what I mean? How are guys, not guys, but I should say everyone, how can everyone find you?
On YouTube, my YouTube name is Juliusdutt, Dutt. My Instagram is Julius Dancer. That's the one I use. On Snapchat, I have Juliusdutt3. On Snapchat, Juliusdutt, and that's it.
All right. Well, guys, as you can see, here we are, man. Anything can happen. Hopefully, Justin, Olivia, or Taylor, if you're hearing the show, give the man a call. He'll be flipping out, I bet. And actually, if you can, join my show too for an episode. I would love it. Um, hey, Julius, I gotta thank you for coming on the show tonight. I really appreciate you
Thank
coming
you
on.
so much.
Oh,
It really changed my life. Like, this is my first time on your podcast and wanna inspire other people to do it too. It's
well,
easy to write music.
and you're a good inspiration right there, Julius, because of what you can do. So
Yeah.
remember that, all right, man?
Okay.
So, as like I always end my show, please hit subscribe on YouTube. Hit my subscribe on YouTube. All our information will be on the end at the bottom part. Hit subscribe. Love his music. Enjoy it. Reach out to him. You can see he's trying to get more noticed. He's going on another podcast on the West Coast when that's all set up. And like how I end my show, it's nothing but love, peace, and happiness, everybody. Good night.